Love, light, and blessings. This is Shamanic Awak Priestess here. Welcome to today's video, guys. First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you guys that have refound my channel, that have been commenting, liking, subscribing, and showing support, and all these things for my channel and my content. So we are heading into a very fun time. Fet Ghede. I've talked about Fet Ghede, but I've never really talked about Fet Ghede in depth. So I'm going to be talking about Fet Ghede today, more historical, what it actually is, and things like that. And I also wanted to make another quick announcement because I wasn't really able to do 29 days of melanated excellence this year, the way that I wanted to do that. I am going to be doing something similar now when it comes to the season of the Gede, which the season of the Gede is basically from October through December. Okay. So I'm going to be doing various topics pretty much on Black excellence and the contributions of our ancestors throughout the diaspora. So this is going to be ancestors in South America, here in North America, in the Caribbean, all the things, and basically throughout the diaspora, Latin America, all the Afro Latinos, Afro Caribbeans, African Americans, all those types of people, different cultures and things. I'm going to be talking about specific spiritual energies, deities, ancestors, all these things. So if you're interested in that, and these are going to be lesser known spirits in a lot of cases that maybe you never even heard of, I'm going to be talking about those spirits, but I'm also going to be adding something different. I'm going to also be talking about, sorry about that. I'm also going to be talking about indigenous, so Native American spirits throughout the diaspora as well. So all these folk saints and deities, okay? So um indigenous people of in Latin America, in the Caribbean, in the United States, and stuff like that, and how they contributed as well to a lot of these closed traditional practices of the ATR. So I'm going to be talking about both Black indigenous spirits and Native or First Nations indigenous spirits. Okay, so and like for those of you that have Taino descent, I'm going to be talking about them too. So if you're interested in that type of content, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can know when I'm going to be uploading these videos. Before we get started on today's topic of this video, I want to make just a quick, I do got to pay my bills. I am a full-time professional reader and spellcaster, mentor, and just a lot of different types of spiritual services, specialized readings, all the things. The more details on my website, shamanicawarpriestess.com. The link is on the description box of this video. Also, if you want to support my channel, you can always become a member. There's 3 different levels. You can click on the join button and it'll tell you more details about what each membership, what type of benefits you get for being a member. And a free way to support my channel is hit the notification button, subscribe, okay? Comment below, it raises the algorithm, and share my videos. All right, guys, so now let's get to the juice and the meat and the bones of this video. So first things first, Fet Ghede, what is it? Okay, so Fet Ghede, okay, like we heard, like, okay, it's not exactly Halloween. Like Halloween is his own thing, right? So not to be confused for Halloween. Halloween is his own celebration, right? In the church, you have All Souls Day, All Saint Days, and that's like a Catholic tradition where they celebrate around, November 1st, November 2nd, certain sacred days in the Catholic Church, the Catholic calendar. Other cultures, like in some cultures in different parts of um, the diaspora, you have Dia de los Muertos. Okay, that's becoming a little bit more popular, and that's specific to South America, for just naming a few, Mexico, so on and so forth, right? And then you have in pagan traditions, right, whether Wicca or just pagan, that don't identify as Wiccans, so it's more of a European tradition, will be Samhain. Okay, in the diaspora, okay, specifically Haiti, we have something called Fet Ghede, okay, which is basically the Haitians' Day of the Dead, okay. And this is an annual tradition. So this happens every year. Okay. It even happened when we had that major earthquake. They still did Fet Ghede. Okay. It's when practitioners who practice Haitian voodoo, okay, they go out into the streets and they hold a parade, okay, that is celebrating the Ghedes, okay. People get possessed, they drink, they're celebrating, they're dancing. It's a big party, okay. In some cases, depending, that festivity might start on October 31st. In the voodoo house that I'm a part of, we do it on the 31st. But mainly, everybody that practice this tradition definitely celebrates on the first and second. Okay, we in our house like to do 3 days. My students, and my people and my coven, we do the 31st, the first, and the second. Okay, so it's 3 days of festivities. This celebration is held every year. Okay, and like I said, it's a festival of the dead. Okay. It does have a historical context to it. So again, anybody who practices Haitian voodoo, they will celebrate whether they're Mambo, Hugan, or Voodoo Sant, or Bokun. Basically, they've been doing this festival, this yearly festival. It could be traced back all the way from when our ancestors first landed on the ships in Haiti of African descent. Okay, so they brought this tradition over from Africa during the slave trade. This celebration is very unique. Okay, and the reason why I'm saying that is because it does have influences of the Catholic Church. That's why I brought up All Souls Day, All Saint Days. Okay, because the November 1st and 2nd is when these celebrations take place. But something that a lot of people don't realize is the Tainos were the first inhabitants of Haiti, right, of Hispaniola. And so there is also influences of the Taino people. That's the legacy that our African ancestors that were enslaved and the Tainos that were also enslaved left behind for future generation is this beautiful gumbo, if you will, this mix mash of various traditions that connect us to our ancestors. Okay, so that is what Fet Ghede is. It does have a historical context and historical background. Okay, and it's also a religious ceremony of those of us who practice Haitian voodoo. So, what is a Gede? You may be asking. A Gede is a family of Loa spirits, okay, who guide our ancestors in the realm where they dwell in. So, Gedes can be found in the cemetery. They're cemetery spirits, okay? And what they do is they connect us with our ancestors, those that came before us, right? Our blood lineage. They help them, they meet them at the crossroads. They meet them at, not the crossroads, but they meet them at the cemetery and they help them to cross over into the afterlife. But they also are a conduit that helps us to connect to our ancestors. Okay. So Fet Gede is a celebration of the Gede spirits of a particular family of Loa. Okay. And for example, you may be familiar with Barom Samdi. He's part of the Gede nation, the Gede family. You have Madame Brigitte. Okay, she's part of that too. You have a Gran Bawon. Okay, Masaka. Just to name a few. Okay, just to name a few. These belong to the Gede family. In 21 divisions, we would say that Lubana would be connected to the Gede family as well. Okay, because they do have Dominican voodoo as well, and they do honor the Gede. Okay. All right. So basically, these are examples of spirits or the Gede family that are celebrated during this beautiful time of the year. Okay. And again, the celebration lasts days and days of libations, going to the cemetery, lighting candles to light the way of our ancestors, paying homage to the ancestors. Okay. It's a beautiful feast day of various days. I have allowed my channel members who are in the third level. We have celebrated a couple of Fet Ghedes together, and things of that nature. So I wanted to make an announcement also in this video. I want to celebrate, I want to do it big this year, like Fet Ghede. So I have a couple of really exciting announcements for you guys, okay? So for my main channel, okay, there's a season, so there's like a Haitian voodoo calendar. So the seasons of the Gede is from October, where they have their big feast day, right? So this month, all the way until December. Okay, they are the most powerful and most present during this very sacred time. Because of that, right? And I said the Ghedes are a family, right? I said that Fet Ghede has influences of the indigenous people, such as the Tainos, right? And anybody of African descent from the diaspora, right? They help you to connect to those ancestors, right? Things of that nature. So it's a multicultural. Um, you can connect to multicultural spirits through the Gede. Okay. Basically, I'm going to be doing something different this year. So because I want to pay homage to Fet Ghede, and you guys have given me such a positive response when I've done the 29 days of melanin excellence, and I haven't really recently been able to do it up like I used to be able to do it up for Black History Month. I'm going to actually do that type of content, but instead of waiting till February 2025, I'm going to be celebrating Black excellence for the season of the Gede. But not only am I going to be celebrating Black excellence and making content specifically to ATR practices and spirits, and I'm going to focus a lot on deities that are lesser known in these traditions and things of that nature of African descent throughout the diaspora. I'm also going to dedicate part of the series as well. Like, so when I finish that part of the series, the second half of the series is going to be something that I've never done before, which is celebrate indigenous excellence and how they contributed to African traditional religions of the diaspora. Okay, because a lot of us in the diaspora do have indigenous ancestry. So I want to educate and talk about very important spirits of the diaspora that are specifically linked to Haitian voodoo, possibly Santeria hoodoo, those type of indigenous spirits, and how they contribute to the practice, and how to this day we still connect with our indigenous ancestors through these practices and their contributions to, for example, a lot of people don't know that a lot of the veves, okay, that we use in Haitian voodoo, not only do they have African influences of the diaspora, they also have Taino influences of the diaspora. Tainos did also, along with their African counterparts in the diaspora, contributed to the what we call Haitian voodoo today, what we call 21 divisions, what we call espiritismo, and yes, hoodoo. So they did have an influence in that. And so I'm going to be talking about it and sharing that with you guys as well. I want to celebrate a beautiful Black indigenous people of the diaspora, and I also want to celebrate our indigenous people of the diaspora throughout, you know, the First Nations people in the Americas, and the Caribbean, in Latin America, and South America, and things like that. So this is going to be the type of content that I'm going to be making for this beautiful season of Fet Ghede. So please make sure you like and subscribe and comment below. And I wanted to start the video kind of explaining what Fet Ghede actually is. For those of you that are members, okay, for the first time ever, okay, I'm going to be sharing Fet Ghede with all of you guys. Anybody who's first level, second level, or third level, doesn't matter. We're going to be having a live for members only on October 31st of 2024. I will be giving you specific dates and times. I'll be mentioning that in the members only video. I'm going to make a video for all of you guys and explain the details of that in deeper length for you guys. So if anyone who's a subscriber watching my video wants to see how I celebrate Fet Ghede and be allowed to participate in this very beautiful tradition on the first day that it starts, you're more than welcome to join our live, and I will be performing ritual, and you guys get to actually see my spirit room where I do my workings, where my spirits are homed. You will guys would get to share that intimate experience that I so far have only shared with their level members. So that'll be on October 31st. We'll be going live. And again, that's for first, second, and third level members. So that's for all of you guys. For my witch level members, I'm going to be doing, okay, a meeting this week on the 25th. Okay, so this Friday at 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m., between those two times, which is around the time I'm going to go live on Halloween, 8:30, maybe 9 the latest. p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so again, I will tell you exactly the details of these two announcements on the members only, but basically we're going to be meeting up because I'm going to give you tips and tricks of how to venerate and elevate your ancestors in the season of Fet Ghede. So if you're actually interested in learning traditional ways where you can venerate your spirits and ancestors at home, right? So you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be sharing baths and little rituals that are the best things to do around this very special sacred time, which is the season of Fet Ghede. So I'm going to be having a teaching session, chat, if you will. That's going to be via Skype for which level members. For those of you that cannot participate, I will make sure that we record the meeting. So for those of you that can't come, you can watch the video back, and that way you don't miss out. So that will be for third level members, okay? Also, what's going to be available for all my members is if you want me to light a candle on your behalf to the Ghedes, I will allow that this year as well to all levels, all members of all levels. And it's basically you're going to light a candle just to say thank you to the ancestors. So if you want me to pray for a specific ancestor so that the Ghedes can light their way, because that's what they do, and get, bring them into the light and help them to ascend, whether that's come back in reincarnation or if their journey is to be your spirit guide or to heal from whatever trauma they had in their, and when they were living beings in the world, and now become spirit. So if you want that, I can definitely light a candle to elevate, to heal, to, help your loved ones that have passed on to the other side. And also, if you're just wanting to ask the Ghedes for, they do rule over fertility, health, okay, love, and things like that. But if you're wanting to, for them to help you, just to guide you on maybe you have some major changes coming up, like, oh, what decisions do I need to make? They're very good for like illuminating you and guiding people and coming to you in dreams. Or if you just have Ghedes in your spirit court and you want to just light a candle to say thank you, that will be available this. So it's not a spell, guys. It's kind of like asking for their guidance or wanting to thank them for something they may have done for you or recognize them, or if you want me to light something for someone who's passed away. Those will be available. And I'm going to be posting that starting tomorrow, October 22nd. So please make sure you look at that. And I'm going to be posting this on my website, and it's going to be very affordable. So make sure you look at the website, and I will be posting that. And again, I will be lighting a candle for you on Fet Ghede. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to make that announcement as well. So hopefully you guys enjoy this new content that's coming out, that's going to be based on Black excellence and Indigenous excellence and our contributions to these religions of the diaspora. This is why I celebrate, and this is why it calls to me to practice the religions of the diaspora, the African traditional religions, but specifically of the diaspora, which should not be confused with the religions of Africa, right? It's different. Like, yes, it's influenced by African spirituality, but in the diaspora, we have different influences like Catholicism and Taino. And that's the reason why I like to work in the ATRs of the diaspora, because I love to connect myself to Mother Africa, but I also like to recognize I am a lot of us from the diaspora are mixed, right? So it helps me to connect with my Taino ancestry as well. And I can do that all under the guise of one religion. I get to celebrate and honor all of my bloodlines, right? So I love that. And that's why it just resonates with me to practice close traditions of the diaspora, because that's what my enslaved ancestors left behind. And I find pride in that. I'm not ashamed of our history, because I know that our people came, they came from the beautiful Africa, and they came from the beautiful islands of the Caribbean before they were colonized, and they had long civilizations, and they had beautiful, intricate religious practices. And I love that they were able to overcome the evils of enslavement and colonization, right? And they were able to use their religions and disguise them in different things. They left us a legacy, and I that's what I love practicing the ATRs, because it's something that I can honor them, right? I can do more than they were ever able to do. I admire their resilience of keeping these traditions closed and leaving us something behind. They weren't able to take away our culture. If anything, not only did we keep our original culture, we were able to create something that's unique to the diaspora through our struggles. And I love that. I think it's such a beautiful thing. So join me on this journey of us, making this kind of content. And please like, please subscribe, please comment below. And again, I'm going to be downloading videos the best that I can on a consistent basis, Mondays and Fridays on my main channel. And then throughout the week, so Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I will be trying to do at least 1 or 2 videos on the memberships that are only for members. Okay, guys? So that's going to be kind of our download schedule. So much love, much light, much blessing. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. And until the next video. And if you watch this video all the way through, okay, if you watch the video all the way through, I want you to give me purple and black hearts, okay? Purple and black hearts as a celebration of Fet Ghede. That's how I'm going to know you watched the whole video, and I will put you in the drawing that I'm going to be announcing the winner of this drawing for those of you that have been watching my video in 10 days. So October 31st, okay? October 31st. I'm going to write in the community page, okay, who the winner of this drawing is going to be, okay? Because we're going to do the drawing that day. So make sure you watch my videos so you can win this secret prize that you're going to find out what it is when you win, okay? Much love, much light, much blessings. And again, share this video, like and subscribe, comment below, raise that algorithm, and let's keep going. Bye, guys.